Bill Maher literally gets taken down in this fire clip where he gets called out by this girl on his own show. It is amazing. You guys have to watch.
I know you're friends with Newsom.
Yeah.
We live here, right?
Oh,
we
yes.
live in California. I was born here. In Oakland, they have Kaiser Hospital, where my pediatrician was. The hospital put out a notice last week, employees are not to leave for lunch. It's too dangerous.
Right.
In downtown
Right
Oakland.
there.
That's on him. Our homeless I don't want to hear that the homeless problem is intractable. You want to be CEO? It's your problem. It's your desk.
Yeah.
You can literally hear them clapping, hear excited because they're so sick of all of the crime and pain that Californians are having to deal with because of leadership like Gavin Newsom.
I know you like him, but I just think I can't imagine him having the gall to run to lead this country when he's run this state into the ground. When we just had Governor Brown not that long ago, Oakland was safe. Things were going on. It's not good. It's not. He looks very shiny, but he's not a straight shooter, and he's not willing to do the hard things to make this state better. And that's his only job. He doesn't realize that. He thinks it's to go sing Kumbaya with a former Marvelette at New College of Florida to make some big point. Meanwhile, back in our state, people are dying in these encampments.
Well, I'm.
Wow. And Bill Maher freaking sucks up to Gavin Newsom so much, and she's just taking shots right now.
Hoping that running nationally will bring him more to the center.
Okay.
Okay, the reason why we bring this up is because this is a relatively older clip. Now, what's interesting about this is that Bill Maher recently got robbed. Yes, Bill Maher got robbed. Right here.
Our hearts go out to Samba and Woody and his wife, the most gracious, good people in the world. They hosted Anna and I. Such a beautiful place. To see it destroyed by these Jack boys is just disheartening. But wait, there's more. The next day, last night, the Jack boys are back in Santa Monica at Urba.
Have you guys heard about Bill Maher getting robbed? Have you guys heard about Bill Maher getting robbed? Yes, probably, because he was robbed literally last election. Watch this.
And some of this came home to me personally this week a little bit. I own a pot store. Do you know that? Woody Harrelson and I know, big shock, huh? Woody and Bill, a pot store? Doesn't add up. No. I do. It's called The Woods. It's on Santa Monica Boulevard. It's a fantastic store, and it got robbed this week. Right the day before Election Day, they just broke in the window, walked in there, and the joke's on them. You know why?
Literally right before Trump wins. Right before Trump wins, he gets robbed.
Because they caught the guy. Because
joke's on him. You robbed me and you got caught. Yeah, no, I think joke's on you. This is within probably 7 months. You've been robbed twice, Bill Maher, and yet you continue to admire California leadership by people like Gavin Newsom. When are you going to learn? And you know what's crazy is that recently in an interview with Tony Hinchcliffe, he goes off about Appalachia Mountains or whatever, and he talks about how it's the most dangerous spot to be. Really? Are people getting robbed twice in 7 months in Appalachia Mountains? Watch this.
Where I grew up in Youngstown, Ohio, a very, very, at the time, dangerous.
But the most dangerous neighborhood in America is Appalachia.
Where's that? What do you mean? The city? The place?
It's not a city.
Yeah. Like in the mountains? What do you mean?
Jesus, didn't you go to high school?
Yeah.
Appalachia is a region of the country. I think it stretches across 8 different states.
Mm-hmm.
It's where the hillbillies live. You ever see Winter's Bone?
Mm-mm.
No? You should.
Yeah.
You'll love it, being a hillbilly.
Check it out.
It's Jennifer Lawrence's first movie. It's an indie movie, but...
Oh my gosh, no, not the freaking hillbillies in the Appalachian Mountains. They'll get you. They'll really get you, you know? That's every single time I see somebody get robbed, I think in my head, this must be those freaking Appalachian Mountain redneck hillbillies, right? Whenever I see all these videos of Bill Maher getting robbed, I think it's because of this clip probably with what happened with Appalachia, you know, coming after those people, with how crazy they are, they're gonna rob you, you know?
It's about um, Appalachia, which is, I mean, it goes through Tennessee, West Virginia, Kentucky, um, coal miner's daughter. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Loretta Lynn, Butcher's Holler. A holler. What's a holler? It's a place where people live. Like it's like a ghetto for
Yeah.
fucking rednecks. Okay.
Most dangerous thing on planet Earth, actually. More dangerous than California, where you've been robbed twice in the last 2 months. 7 months, sorry.
Given that we are in this dire situation, I feel like we don't have time anymore for the old bullshit. You know, the old, are you running for president? Well, you know, there's an exploratory committee and I'm looking at it. I'm happy with my job as governor. I mean, your future is not in California. Your future is in Iowa. Let's dispense with the bullshit. We need someone who's going to be the champion. Are you going to do it or not? Just come on. Tell us. We don't have time for the bullshit.
No, by the way, I deeply respect that. I can't stand the bullshit as well. And I mean that. So look, but this is not my purpose or passion. It's not my meaning. It's not everything. The cynicism that's out there, that every move he's making is some move to some longer term strategy or short term strategy.
No, just that you're a guy who could do it, who could get it done, who could win.
I deeply respect that. I respect the question, but I don't have any grand plans as it respects to that. I'm trying to do best I can. I also trying to be accountable. By the way, you want things to change, you got to change. And that's what the podcast is about. That's my recognition of where we're weak.
Can I do
You
it?
got to call balls and strikes.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is that a podcast is probably the least of your worries. A podcast where you talk about your problems and you face them with solutions that are very progressive, whenever most of your problems are probably because of things like sanctuary cities and things like American people coming last because you want a virtue signal. It's probably the reason why Bill Maher is getting robbed. If I had to guess, Bill Maher is getting robbed because Gavin Newsom is over here, you know, doing a social tour, doing a podcast tour, sitting down with all these people, and he's literally not fixing the issues, which is why Bill Maher is getting freaking robbed. Watch this again.
I know you're friends with Newsom.
Yeah.
We live here, right?
Oh,
we
yes.
live in California. I was born here. In Oakland, they have Kaiser Hospital, where my pediatrician was. The hospital put out a notice last week. Employees are not to leave for lunch. It's too dangerous.
Right.
In
Yes,
downtown
I read
Oakland.
that.
That's on him. Our homeless problem, I don't want to hear that the homeless problem is intractable. You want to be CEO? It's your problem. It's your desk.
Yeah.
I know you like him, but I just think I can't imagine him having the gall to run to lead this country when he's run this state into the ground. When we just had Governor Brown not that long ago, Oakland was safe. Things were going on. It's not good. It's not. He looks very shiny, but he's not a straight shooter, and he's not willing to do the hard things to make this state better. And
He's not willing to do the work. Not willing to do the work. Your place gets robbed. You get robbed 7 freaking months ago, right after Donald Trump wins. And you get robbed again. You know what hasn't changed? Gavin Newsom is still your governor. California is still not safe. Ridiculous. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.